Hello and welcome back to Timeless Wisdom. Did you know that 99% of deaths after the age of 75 are attributed to just a few causes? It's a common belief that passing away at an advanced age is a natural part of life. However, the reality is that most deaths are the result of preventable risks that are often overlooked until it is too late. By the time many realize the gravity of their situation, their health has significantly declined, leaving them with fewer options. But by understanding these dangers today, you can take proactive steps to safeguard your health and potentially extend your lifespan in ways you might not have imagined. In today's video, we'll explore the 5 primary causes of death for those over 75, which account for the majority of fatalities in this demographic. Some of these causes might be familiar, while others could be unexpected. But one thing is clear: being aware of these causes is the first step in preventing them. We're not just talking about numbers. These are real lives, real families, and significant choices that can influence whether you face serious health challenges or enjoy a prolonged, fulfilling life. Stay with us until the end, as these 5 causes are by no means inevitable. Through small yet impactful lifestyle adjustments, numerous individuals have greatly diminished their risks, maintained their independence, and added years, or even decades, to their lives. The choices you make today are crucial in shaping how vigorous, active, and autonomous you will be in the future. Let's dive in. 1. Heart disease. Heart disease continues to be the primary cause of death for individuals over 75, yet many are unaware of the significant control they have over their heart health. The heart, a vital muscle, either maintains its strength with proper care or deteriorates due to neglect. Often, the warning signs aren't apparent until significant damage has occurred. Common symptoms like fatigue, shortness of breath, or a general slowdown are mistakenly attributed to normal aging, but they could indicate a weakening heart, which deserves closer attention. High blood pressure is a major factor contributing to heart disease. It gradually places excessive strain on your arteries, overworking your heart. The challenge is that high blood pressure doesn't typically cause pain or immediate symptoms, leading many to only seek help after experiencing a heart attack or stroke. This is why it's not uncommon for people over 75 to end up in the hospital feeling confused about their sudden health decline when they seemed fine days earlier. Diet also plays a critical role. Long-term consumption of processed foods, excessive salt, and unhealthy fats slowly harms your cardiovascular system by clogging arteries and impeding blood flow. It's crucial to understand that heart health isn't just about avoiding harmful foods. It's equally about choosing the right ones that provide essential nutrients to keep your heart robust. Moreover, physical inactivity can be detrimental to heart health. The heart is not designed to remain inactive all day. Lack of movement leads to reduced circulation, muscle weakening, and insufficient cardiac exercise. Engaging in any form of physical activity, whether it's walking, stretching, or simple chair exercises, can significantly enhance heart efficiency and lower the risk of heart disease. A common misconception is that heart disease is inevitable, especially if family history is involved, or simply as a natural part of aging. However, the reality is that everyday choices play a significant role in heart health. The diet you follow, your activity levels, and how you manage stress all contribute to the strength or decline of your heart. Remember, you have more influence over your heart health than you might think. The decisions you make today are crucial in ensuring your heart remains strong in the future. The best time to start taking care of your heart is now. 2. Falls and injuries. One of the most dangerous and overlooked risks after 75 isn't a disease. It's a fall. It happens in an instant. One misstep, one moment of dizziness, one slippery floor, and suddenly everything changes. A fractured hip, a head injury, or even a seemingly minor bruise can quickly spiral into a serious, life-threatening event. And the real danger? Most people don't realize how vulnerable they are until it's too late. Here's something shocking. Falls are one of the top causes of injury-related deaths in seniors. They account for millions of emergency room visits every year, and for many, a single fall leads to a decline that they never fully recover from. A hip fracture can mean months in bed, loss of independence, and increased risk of infections and complications. But despite how common this is, most people don't take fall prevention seriously until they or someone they love experiences one firsthand. The problem is, as we age, our sense of balance, muscle strength, and reaction time gradually decrease. But because this happens so slowly, we don't always notice. You might feel fine walking around your home, doing your daily routines, but then one day you reach for something, lose your balance, and gravity takes over. The body simply doesn't recover as easily as it once did, and what used to be a minor stumble can now result in devastating injuries. And here's something that makes it even worse. Fear of falling leads to even more falls. Many seniors, after experiencing one close call, start avoiding movement altogether. They stop going for walks. They avoid stairs. They limit their activity out of fear. But the less you move, the weaker your muscles become, and the weaker your muscles become, the more likely you are to fall. It's a vicious cycle, and it can quickly rob you of your independence. But here's the good news. Falls are not inevitable. In fact, there are simple but powerful ways to reduce your risk dramatically. Strengthening your legs and core, improving balance, and making small adjustments in your home, like better lighting, slip-proof rugs, and sturdy handrails, can mean the difference between staying active and independent or facing a life-changing injury. Another overlooked factor: medication side effects. Many prescriptions cause dizziness, drowsiness, or changes in blood pressure that make falls more likely. If you've ever stood up too quickly and felt lightheaded, that's your body warning you that something needs to be adjusted. Talking to your doctor about your medications, making sure they're not working against you, and being mindful of how they affect your balance can save your life. Falling isn't just about tripping over something, it's about staying strong, staying steady, and staying aware of the little things that can make a big difference. Because after 75, a single fall can change everything. And taking the right precautions today could mean years of continued mobility, independence, and a much higher quality of life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe Timeless Wisdom and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. 3. Respiratory diseases. Breathing is something we take for granted until it becomes difficult. As we age, our lungs don't work as efficiently as they once did, and even minor respiratory issues can turn serious quickly. What starts as a simple cough or shortness of breath can lead to chronic conditions, infections, and even hospitalization. And after 75, respiratory diseases become one of the leading causes of death, not because they're unavoidable, but because they're often ignored until it's too late. One of the biggest dangers is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, which includes emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Over time, the airways become inflamed, making it harder and harder to breathe. Many seniors brush off symptoms like frequent coughing, wheezing, or feeling out of breath, assuming it's just a normal part of aging. But in reality, these are warning signs that your lungs need help. And then there's pneumonia. It might seem like just another infection, but for older adults, pneumonia is far more dangerous. What starts as a cold or mild chest congestion can quickly turn into a life-threatening condition because the body's ability to fight off infections weakens with age. Many hospitalizations after 75 are caused by pneumonia, and in too many cases the infection leads to a rapid decline in health that some never fully recover from. Another major risk? Poor air quality. Over the years, exposure to dust, pollution and secondhand smoke takes a toll on the lungs. Even inside the home, things like mould, pet dander and indoor pollutants can worsen breathing problems without you even realising it. And if you already have conditions like asthma or COPD, these irritants make symptoms even worse. Making small adjustments, such as improving indoor air quality, using air purifiers, or avoiding smoke exposure, can significantly protect your lungs. One of the simplest but most effective ways to keep your lungs strong is to stay active. Many people don't realise that the lungs, like any other part of the body, need exercise to function properly. When you move, your lungs expand fully, keeping them healthy and clearing out mucus buildup. But when you sit for long periods, your lungs aren't working as hard, making you more vulnerable to infections and weakened lung function. Over time, even light activities such as walking or stretching can keep your lungs stronger for longer. Another crucial factor? Getting the right vaccinations. Many seniors underestimate the importance of vaccines for pneumonia, flu, and other respiratory illnesses. But these simple precautions can dramatically reduce the risk of severe infections. It's not just about avoiding a bad cold. It's about preventing complications that could land you in the hospital or worse. A small step like staying up to date on vaccines can mean the difference between a mild illness and a serious health crisis. Breathing should never feel like a struggle, but for many people over 75, it does. Not because it has to, but because they don't take action early enough. Your lungs are with you every second of your life, working to keep you alive. Taking care of them, strengthening them, and protecting them from infection is one of the most powerful things you can do to extend both your health and independence. Fourth stroke. A stroke happens suddenly, without warning, and in an instant, life can change forever. It's one of the leading causes of death after 75, yet many people don't realise how many early warning signs and risk factors are within their control. The problem is, a stroke doesn't always give you a second chance. Once it happens, the damage is often permanent. But here's what most people don't know. Up to 80% of strokes can be prevented. That means the choices you make today could determine whether you stay independent or suffer from a life-altering event. A stroke occurs when blood flow to the brain is suddenly blocked or a blood vessel bursts. When this happens, brain cells begin to die within minutes. The longer the brain is deprived of oxygen, the greater the damage. Some strokes are small, causing only temporary confusion or slight weakness, but others leave people paralysed, unable to speak, or completely dependent on others. And in far too many cases, a stroke is fatal. One of the biggest risk factors is high blood pressure. Over time, too much pressure on the arteries weakens them, making them more likely to rupture or become blocked. And just like with heart disease, high blood pressure often has no symptoms. That's why so many people walk around completely unaware that they are at risk until a stroke suddenly occurs. Another major cause? Irregular heart rhythms, like atrial fibrillation, AFib. Many seniors experience this without realising it. And when the heart beats irregularly, blood can pool and form clots. If one of those clots travels to the brain, it can cause a stroke in an instant. The good news, a simple medical checkup can detect these issues early, and treatment can lower your risk dramatically. And then there's diet and lifestyle. Eating too many processed foods, excessive salt, and unhealthy fats increases the likelihood of strokes, while a lack of movement allows blood to thicken and circulation to slow. The best way to reduce your risk is by staying active, eating nutrient-rich foods, and maintaining healthy blood pressure. Small changes, like adding leafy greens, cutting back on sodium, and drinking more water can make a huge difference. One thing that often gets overlooked is mini-strokes, or TIAs, transient ischemic attacks. These are brief episodes of neurological dysfunction, such as blurred vision or confusion. Even if it goes away, do not ignore it. Seeking medical attention immediately could mean the difference between preventing a stroke and suffering its devastating consequences. The most important thing to remember: you have the power to reduce your stroke risk. Checking your blood pressure regularly, maintaining a heart-healthy diet, staying active, and recognizing the early warning signs can help you stay independent and avoid the life-altering effects of a stroke. The earlier you take action, the greater your chances of protecting yourself. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. 5. Cognitive decline and related complications. One of the most heartbreaking realities of aging is the slow loss of memory, reasoning, and independence. Cognitive decline doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly, making small changes that are easy to dismiss at first. But as the years pass, those small lapses turn into something more serious. The ability to manage daily tasks, recognize familiar faces, or make sound decisions begins to fade. And for many, it's not just an inconvenience, it becomes life-threatening. Dementia and Alzheimer's disease don't just affect the mind, they put the entire body at risk. As cognitive function declines, so does the ability to take care of one's own health. Simple things like remembering to take medications, eating balanced meals, or recognizing symptoms of an illness become increasingly difficult. Many seniors with dementia forget to drink enough water, leading to dangerous dehydration. Others may eat too little or too much, causing nutritional deficiencies or weight gain that increases their risk of other serious conditions. But one of the biggest dangers? Accidents. Forgetting to turn off the stove, leaving the door unlocked at night, or wandering outside in unsafe conditions. These are all risks that become deadly as cognitive decline progresses. And for many seniors, this leads to a tragic reality: losing their independence. They may no longer be able to live alone safely, and without proper care, their health declines even faster. The scariest part? Many people don't realize they're experiencing cognitive decline until it has already advanced. Early signs, such as forgetting names, struggling to follow conversations, or misplacing important items, are often brushed off as just getting older. But in reality, these small warning signs are your brain's way of telling you that something is changing. The sooner you take action, the better your chances of slowing the progression and maintaining a sharp, healthy mind for years to come. One of the best ways to protect your brain: staying mentally active. Just like the muscles in your body, the brain needs exercise to stay strong. Reading, learning new skills, doing puzzles, or even having deep conversations keeps your brain engaged and reduces the risk of cognitive decline. And here's something many people overlook. Physical exercise is just as important for brain health as mental activity. Movement increases blood flow to the brain, which helps protect memory and cognitive function. Another key factor: social interaction. Isolation and loneliness speed up mental decline dramatically. Having regular conversations, meeting with friends, and staying engaged with a community can literally help keep your brain sharper longer. The more you challenge your mind with new experiences and meaningful interactions, the more resilient it becomes. And of course, diet plays a major role. What you eat directly affects brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins found in foods like leafy greens, berries, and nuts help protect against cognitive decline. On the other hand, too much processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats contribute to inflammation in the brain, increasing the risk of dementia. A healthy brain starts with a healthy body, and the choices you make today can shape how well you think and function in the years ahead. Losing cognitive function isn't an inevitable part of aging. By taking the right steps now, keeping your mind and body active, staying socially engaged, and making smart dietary choices, you can significantly reduce your risk. Your brain is just like any other part of your body. The more you take care of it, the stronger it stays. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to think about everything we've covered: heart disease, falls, respiratory issues, stroke, and cognitive decline. These 5 causes are responsible for nearly all deaths after 75. But here's what's important to remember: they are not inevitable. Most people don't realize how much control they actually have over their own health, and by the time they do, it's often too late. The truth is, small, consistent choices starting today can add years of strength, clarity, and independence to your life. No one wants to think about aging, but ignoring these risks doesn't make them go away. The good news is that awareness gives you power. Knowing the signs, taking preventive steps, and making your health a priority means that you don't have to live in fear of what's ahead. Instead of focusing on limitations, you can focus on longevity, strength, and enjoying life to the fullest. Now think about your own daily habits. Are there areas where you could make small improvements? Maybe it's eating healthier, moving more, getting regular checkups, or staying socially and mentally active. Whatever it is, remember this: you don't have to change everything at once. Even one small step in the right direction can set you on a path toward better health and a longer, fuller life. At this stage in life, your well-being is your greatest asset. The more you protect it, the more you can enjoy time with loved ones, maintain your independence, and live without fear of preventable health issues. Every day presents a new opportunity to take care of yourself, and the decisions you make today play a pivotal role in determining how resilient and capable you will remain as the years pass. Thank you for tuning into Timeless Wisdom today. We would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below to share one thing you learned from this video and how you plan to implement it in your life. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us, so please don't hesitate to share your thoughts. Reading your comments provides us with great motivation and encouragement. If you found this video helpful and enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support enables us to keep producing quality content designed to educate and inspire you. Thanks for watching Timeless Wisdom, and we eagerly await seeing you in our next video.